Thank you very much. There it is, the title track, Christmas in Blue, with Elvis in there, too. I like how you weave that in there as you were mentioning.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's talk about a couple more tunes. Noisiest Toy. Let's do that one. Tell me a little bit about Noisiest.
I have a son, and I also have some nephews. And one of the things I've noticed about those guys, especially when they were little, is if a toy was so obnoxious that it was driving their parents crazy, the kid loved it. So the more bells and whistles and just, noise that a toy could make, the better it was. So that's the point of view that is written from. And you said you were going to do Weatherman.
Yeah.
As a kid, I grew up in Seattle. It was fairly rare that we got snow for Christmas, and we're more likely to get a wet, dreary, cloudy Christmas, which is just not quite as magical. So as a kid, I always thought that the weatherman had some sort of magical powers because he would say, hey, it's going to be sunny, and it would be sunny, or he'd say it's going to be windy, and it would be windy. And I thought, gosh, that guy, he's pretty cool. So we have a local weatherman named Cliff Mass who's pretty, he's great, and he has this awesome blog about the weather in our area. And he also used to be on the radio too. And so I dedicated this song to him. But basically it's just saying, can we please have some snow, and asking the weatherman to make it happen.
I love that. And you're right. When you were young, everything does seem magical. At that time in life, everything, you thought the weather man created the weather. And I'm sure a lot of people do. He created that.
Yeah. So, I think that, especially now, trying to get some of that childish wonder and sense of the magical is a great thing to have, to celebrate not just this time of year, but whatever time of year. We just need to bring some of that joy and happiness back.
Oh, it's so much needed in this times today. And speaking of like weather, my little brother here from Wisconsin's been living in Chile for 20 years or so. Yeah, through college and things, and worked for Nature Conservancy. He ended up in South America. Well, he's coming back with his little girl, Emma, and I think Pedro, his stepson Pedro, but I know for sure Emma has not seen snow. In Santiago, Chile, it's getting real hot there. There's snow up in the Andes. You can drive up there. They see it on the top, but not open the door and, walk in it. And so she's coming here, December 24th in Chile, and we're praying for snow for Emma so they can see snow and experience it, do a snow angel.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Throw
weather
a snowball at her dad.
Yes, that's right. And, Mark's expressing Emma's 8, that the magic is, life is still, it is. And that's what I'm all about. I substitute teach, help the elementary kids out. So it'll be a great time to keep that going as long as you can for her and all the children in our world today. And as I was mentioning to you, I help out with music sometimes, or, sub-teach in there. And I myself, I played when I was younger, but nothing, of course. But what they're learning and doing in the organization and the self-discipline just to play that saxophone or the trombone, it's amazing, and it's really a gift that they're learning that. And it's provided, and what the future could be for them.
Yeah.
Just by knowing an instrument, or, just being able to play a tune. It's really neat. So I'll tell you what, let's play Weatherman right now and Noisiest Toy, and we'll be right back. Thank you, Michele. Thank you.
Weatherman, weatherman, tell me, will we have some snow? Weatherman, weatherman, tell me, will we have some snow? I live in Seattle where it's lovely Weatherman, weatherman, I feel Christmas in the air. You know I'm really not a greedy sort. I'd like enough snow to build a fort. Won't you let those storm clouds in? Oh, weatherman,
must have been fun. Michele, that must have been fun with all the different noises. Were you making all those different noises?
I will confess to playing some slide whistle on that. But a lot of that was sound effects. Yeah.
Well, you know, I was thinking about that when you were talking about that song. There were a lot of noisy toys that we had. You had the top one. You kind of pushed in it, it would spin. Remember that? Like
yep.
That and kazoo, and there were a lot of annoying things, and a lot of things were so much different. My brother had this big whistle or whatever, cut his throat, but you wouldn't have those things today that we had when we were kids.
or like those little wind-up toys that made noise, or remember that? Did you have one of those popcorn popper things? You know, it was like these colored balls in a sphere, and it had wheels and a stick, and you would like walk around with it, and it went pop, pop,
like
pop,
a little
pop, pop,
lawnmower.
pop, yeah,
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And cap guns and all that stuff.
And cap guns. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh,
so
that's funny.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Oh, and lawn darts.
Lawn darts.
That wasn't noisy. That was just incredibly dangerous.
That we lived through all that time and never thought about it as it was happening. That's the one thing I tell people about history, because at the time you didn't think anything of it, or was anybody being offended of having a lawn dart? I don't know, maybe somebody was, but I'm just trying to say we just kind of went to it. But I'm not saying it was good.
And we played on the monkey bars, and there was cement underneath them.
Yeah. Yes, in the schools now they got this nice cushion